question is, could you see a 2 or 5% allocation? I was with a sovereign wealth fund during this week, and that was the conversation. Should we have a 2% allocation? Should we have a 5% allocation? If everybody adopted that conversation, but it would be 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 per Bitcoin.
Crypto whales are buying these for altcoins before the pump, and will the U.S. government start selling gold to buy Bitcoin? This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop latest content. Follow us on Twitter, AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, not financial advice, and wish the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Alright guys, welcome back. So starting off today, Bitcoin and the whole crypto market are pretty much pumping. They have been pumping since yesterday, Sunday night. Now we are coming into New York Open, and this was a Sunday pump. So this is one thing that we have to be very cautious about. But it does look pretty good right now. It does look like we could be going to at least $92,000 for another underside retest at the very least. But like I said, we're going to have to see what happens at New York Open. One thing that is a little bit concerning to me is that Bitcoin is up 1.25% as right now. And Ethereum is up almost 4.5% in the same time. Usually, like I've said before, anytime that happens, it usually leads to a dump. When Ethereum is leading the pack, it usually leads to a dump. There's a potential reason that it won't be, this time could be different. But that is one thing that I'm kind of cautious about right now. So make sure you pay attention to what happens today during the day at New York Open. Because usually anytime Ethereum leads, the pump, it instantly gets reversed. So we're going to have to watch out for that. We'll get to Ethereum in a little bit, but this is something we're gonna want to watch for. So moving on today, we have Crypto Rover starting off saying, breaking, the United States White House says gold reserves may be used to purchase Bitcoin. This will send Bitcoin to 500K easily. I don't know about that, but we have a ton of gold in the Bitcoin. We have a ton of gold that could be turned into Bitcoin reserves. So pretty much we lost all narratives when the U.S. government said we're not going to be buying Bitcoin. We're just going to hold on to the Bitcoin we have. And so that's pretty much what everyone was waiting for. We wanted a strategic Bitcoin reserve, and we wanted the U.S. government to permanently be buying Bitcoin for us so that the price would go up. And because that's not happening, the price just has kind of fallen flat, and it's been going down only for the last couple of months. But if the White House can use their gold reserves to then sell and buy Bitcoin, technically they're not buying with just regular money. They're selling something in order to buy this, digital gold. So if this is something that is going to be implemented, this could be very big for Bitcoin and the future of Bitcoin and for the rest of this year. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. I imagine this takes a while to go through, Congress and to go through all these things to get approved. But if this does happen, this is very big. And then we have Marty Party saying, update, Binance just bought back at least $250 million of Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana in the last hour. At the same time, Crypto Patel says Binance holds 15% of all stablecoins and 69.5% of all stablecoin reserves, which is actually crazy when you think about it. This dominance boosts its liquidity, trading volume, and ability to serve both retail and institutions, even in volatile markets. Binance is the king of liquidity. This is the chart that's really important. You can see here, down at here, 69.46% Binance holds in stablecoin reserves. So Binance is just holding up the market. So anytime Binance is buying, usually pretty bullish. And then we have a Coin Bureau saying BNB chain leads all networks in DEX volume this week, maintaining its position as a top choice for on-chain trading. Will it sustain this volume? So BNB is starting to see a little bit of, at least the BNB chain, is starting to see a bit of DEX volume coming in as, people are starting to trade on-chain. And I think a lot of on-chain, trading in terms of meme coins is starting to pick up on Binance as well. So we could be having a nice little relief period of at least a week or so, I think, coming up. Then we have a look on-chain saying Trump's World Liberty Finance just spent $3 million USDT to buy 3.54 million Mantle, again at 30 minutes ago. World Liberty has spent $346 million on 11 tokens, with a total loss of $111 million. We also have a sentiment saying these cryptocurrencies are seeing the highest rise in whale activity this week, and one of them includes Mantle. Then we have Eli saying a few hours ago, World Liberty Finance purchased 3.54 million Mantle and has accumulated about 2.4 million Mantle from multiple transactions over the past week, totaling 5.99 million Mantle or $5 million. This could be connected to Mantle's plan to launch the Mantle Index Fund for institutions alongside Mantle Banking. I'll keep an eye on this. And we can actually see here, Mantle shared this recently. DeFi should empower everyone, integrating seamlessly into everyday life. And that's why Mantle is launching Mantle Bank, reimagining the connection between fiat and crypto with a DeFi-first approach. Functioning much like Revolut but built entirely on-chain, it combines simplicity with the principles of decentralization, transparency, and efficiency. Mantle isn't just reimagining banking, but transforming the very architecture of finance with a Web3 first revolution, a fully blockchain-powered engine delivering a sleek, user-centric experience that brings crypto to your everyday. So Mantle is actually one of the coins that's looking the best, and whales and World Liberty Finance are accumulating. This one actually is one of the best looking coins right now. So Manto's up about 6.5% on the day. It has just reclaimed this here. So we have a long-term support down here at 66 cents, which it held up pretty well. It didn't even go too much below this level. Now we've come up a little bit higher. We're now making a higher low here, and it's actually holding this level. So if it can hold above this level of 78 cents, we are looking pretty good for Mantle. I expect the next areas it's going to head to. This is the next immediate level of resistance at 96 cents. And then the more important level, which is at $1.02 ish. So if we can somehow, hold above here, if you can get any Mantle around here and it holds and Bitcoin holds up as well, this is probably a great place to be longing or buying Mantle. Then I imagine we come up here, we kind of have a little bit of resistance somewhere in this area. We come back down, but then eventually if we can break through and reclaim this level, Mantle is looking very good. And I could see it going back to new all-time highs if we do have a bit of a bullish period now. But this is the first area we're going to have to get through. Not saying this is going to happen, but if we can get through 95 to around $1.02, if we can break through this, Mantle is looking very good. Then moving on to another coin that whales are accumulating. We actually have Ethereum, no surprise. BlackRock's BUIDL assets under management on Ethereum has surpassed $1 billion. We also have CryptoRS saying just in Fidelity files for $5.8 trillion treasury digital fund on Ethereum set to launch on May 30th. Fidelity's blockchain-based tokenized U.S. dollar money market fund, say that 5 times fast, will track ownership on Ethereum but will not provide direct exposure to crypto. $1 million minimum investment required. So Ethereum whales are picking up again. We also have Crypto Goose saying Trump's crypto portfolio is 50% plus of Ethereum. Ethereum is incredibly undervalued, so pretty much all of the losses in World Liberty Finance is from Ethereum. And then we also have Ali Chart saying whale also bought roughly 470,000 Ethereum in the past week. So Ethereum is actually seeing a lot of whale activity, and that's one of the things where I don't know if it's the news or if it's been so beaten down and it needs a relief bounce that it's pumping faster than other things. It does have me a bit worried, especially being a Sunday pump, that this is going to reverse. So I'm very careful. But pretty much to me, we're in the middle of no man's, I don't touch it right here. I'm waiting for us to come down here to, long or buy around $1,600. Or likewise, if we break above here and then we reclaim this level at around $2,100 to $2,200, if we can reclaim this, we'll then create a higher low and we'll be starting a new uptrend. And if we can hold that for a couple of days, I'd be interested in Ethereum. But right now, it looks like it's very possible that, this just pumps into resistance and it becomes an underside retest and it just makes another lower high and we continue downwards. So that's something you're going to have to watch for. This isn't the area I would be picking up Ethereum. It's an area I'd be watching and marking out if you want to buy Ethereum, if you want to sell Ethereum. I'd be very careful around this area and see what happens when it comes up to around $2,200. This is a very key level. It's a high time frame level of resistance. So I don't expect it to go through right away. So you're going to be very careful when watching Ethereum. The market has gone crazy over the last 30 days with 2 huge liquidation days of over $1 billion and a pump and dump over the weekend. But some coins like SUI have weathered the storm and are still a great investment opportunity today. SUI is quickly becoming one of the leading altcoins in the market, so let's check out why. SUI is killing it in all the big sectors it supports, like DeFi, where SUI crossed $1 billion in TVL and is almost at $1.5 billion in record time. SUI's liquidity aggregator DeepBook launched its Deep token in October and is holding up well in tough market conditions. Walrus is changing the game in decentralized data storage, and its token launch is coming soon. And Solana builders are building on SUI now, with integrations like Phantom and Backpack. SUI even has a small but growing meme coin market for meme coin lovers. If you haven't used SUI lately, then come give it a try, and follow SUI's X account for all their latest updates. And moving on, another token that whales are accumulating is Cardano. And we just had a Tokyo wallet, which has completed its second milestone, achieving compliance with the regulatory requirements and gaining access to the Mercurio sandbox environment. This enables Tokyo to begin developing to integrate Mastercard with Cardano, including Apple Pay and Google, which is massive. We also have Dex Hunter saying whales are back buying top quality tokens on Cardano. Most bought in the last 7 days include Snake, IAG, WMTX. So Cardano whales are buying as well, and Cardano actually held up better than I thought. Last week we were talking about how it was, we only saw like these black candles here and it looked like it was going to fall down to this last resistance, but it is actually surprisingly holding up very well. And I like it right here. This would be a great area if we can kind of just hold up with the rest of this market as New York Open. If we can come above here, hold up, this is a great place where I'd probably look to do a long somewhere like this, where we'd have this here going towards probably around here, a stop loss below this. And this would be my first take profit. My second take profit would probably be around these highs here. But yeah, I really like how Cardano is looking right now. We'll see if things change. But yeah, Cardano is looking pretty good. So that's another coin that whales are buying. And then we have Walrus Protocol, which has secured $140 million to redefine decentralized storage. Backed by Standard Crypto, A16Z Crypto, and Electric Capital, and more, Walrus is set to revolutionize programmable storage. The mainnet is launching on March 27th. Smart contract-powered data on SUI, scalable, interactive, and verifiable. The future of storage starts now. And more massive updates from Walrus Protocol. The Walrus Mainnet goes live on March 27th. Programmable data takes off. The tokenomics are unlocked, with 60% plus of all tokens going to the community. Airdrops, grants, dev support, and more. $140 million raised, backed by Standard Crypto to fuel the next era of decentralized storage. This is bigger than just a launch. This is the start of something huge. Buckle up, the future is Wall. And then on Walrus's website, we can also see the tokenomics. So you can see 10% Walrus user drop, 4% for pre-mainnet, 6% for post-mainnet, fully unlocked, 43% for the community reserve, 690 million wall available at launch, with linear unlock until March 2033, which is years away. 7% investors unlocks 12 months from mainnet launch. This portion is reserved for investors in Walrus. 30% to core contributors, 20% for early contributors, 4-year unlock with a 1-year cliff, and 10% to Misten Labs. And then lastly, 10% subsidies, which unlocks linearly over 50 months. This portion is used to subsidize payments offered to storage nodes as the fee base grows. So that is Walrus Protocol, which is having their mainnet launch on March 27th, and you can also check out link down below. And then lastly today, we also have Solana and LA chart saying long-term Solana holders are now showing signs of fear. Historically, there's are moments when smart money steps in, be greedy when others are fearful. So long-term Solana holders are starting to be fearful, which just probably means, long-term holders on-chain are selling their coins at a loss now, or maybe a slight profit, but they are selling right now, and they're fearful. This is actually kind of what we were expecting to see. We wanted to see it hold above this level, and it has. This is something that, I was hoping to see I didn't want to see us break down this month, multi-month support, kind of like Ethereum. You can see the same thing. So Solana is right here compared to Ethereum. Ethereum broke down through here, and it could become an underside retest, which is not as pretty. Solana is looking better. Solana is holding up to this area. Now, Solana is one where I want to see us start to hold above this level here around, around 147. It's not going to be perfect, but it's a start. If we can start to close above this, I'll start to look to get interested in Solana again. We're at the midpoint of this, this kind of range right here. That's an area where I'll start to be interested in Solana because this kind of price action right here, this was a Sunday pump, so I'm a little less excited to get in right now, although it is, a good risk reward. This is a good area to get into Solana if it is something that you want to buy a spot or hold for the long term. But this being a Sunday pump, I was a little bit less, excited to get into it because of that. So we're gonna have to see what happens with Solana and the New York Open. But right here, it is a pretty good risk reward overall for buying spot for the future. But yeah, that is pretty much the video for today, guys. Bitcoin is looking pretty good. I do expect us to at least make another push up here if it can hold up into New York Open, up to around $92,000. Will be the area I'm looking for, and then maybe there'll be a bit of de-risking. We're gonna have to see how it opens at New York Open, but that is it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.